All right, so we are up to way number 40, which is Machrio Lekaf Schus, which means making others meritorious. So imagine you're staying at a hotel and the person in the room next to you climbs out onto the balcony and threatens to jump. So would you step forward and try to convince him not to jump, or would you stand aside and listen to the crowd below chant, jump, jump? So you know you can't stand by and allow someone to jump. So what are you going to do to stop him? What would you say? Now, what if you could grab hold of him and physically restrain him from jumping? Right? Do you have a right to save his life against his will? So way number 40 is machir l'kavschus, which literally means to push someone to the side of virtue. It's not enough, like we learned in way number 39, to feel, right, somebody's pain, sharing his burden. You have to help them get back on track, even if it requires compelling them physically to do so. There's another side of machir l'kavschus, which is to judge people favorably. So number one of the first aspect is to accept responsibility. Helping others begins with accepting responsibility for the fact that you are responsible for them. Right? A fundamental tenet of Judaism is you are your brother's keeper. Right? And when someone's physically in danger, you know you have to take responsibility and act. You don't let them, jump off the balcony, for instance. But on the other hand, recognizing that they are in emotional or spiritual pain is no different. And it's our responsibility to act in those cases as well. And it's not just about making a half hearted effort so I can check the box and say, well, at least I tried. It's about being determined to succeed in helping that person with their problem. Number two of this is giving them a smart push. So, Makri L'Kavskos means compelling them to the side of good, which is different than what we learned about in way number 35, which is rebuking someone or criticizing someone. Machri l'kavschus means forcing them out of their rut and moving them towards the side of good. So, for example, if you have a friend who's feeling down, get them to help you move some furniture or paint a room in your house, right? Or take them to a soup kitchen to distribute food or appoint them a big brother to a kid who needs a mentor. Any of these things will help pull their focus away from their sadness or whatever's ailing them and move out of the self-absorption that usually sets in when a person's struggling. And it's a crucial first step to lifting them out. The idea obviously is not to explain or preach to someone who needs help. Don't tell them they're bleeding. Stop the bleeding. So to find the right solution, understand what the source of the problem is. After moving the furniture, chances are the friend will fall right back into the rut, will fall right back into the challenge that they're facing, unless you can get to the root cause and make an effective plan and a backup plan and a backup to the backup plan for how they're going to change the underlying challenge that is ailing them. And before giving up on anyone, you have to make every visa. It's an alcoholic, it's a drug person involved with drugs, it's a lazy employee, a friend who betrayed you. Before giving up on anyone, make every feasible effort to restore them to sanity, to bring them onto the right path. So number three of this is to judge people favorably. So as we said, the second aspect of machriya l'kavschus, of pushing them to the side of the righteous, of the virtuous, is that when we have to be able to judge people favorably. So when we see a person acting inappropriately, we have a natural tendency to assume that they did it on purpose and they did it with evil intent. And so, for instance, you encounter a arrogant person at work. Our natural inclination is to view every statement that they make through the lens as self-serving and unconscionable. So you shun them and you, through your body language, tell other people to effectively shun them, feeling that, hey, they have such a big ego, they don't deserve to have friends. So now what if you flip that and you judge them from the side of virtue? Does that arrogant person really want to do good deep down? Do they want to have friends? Do they want to live effectively? Of course they do. The arrogance is a mistake stemming from any one of a number of causes, right? Low self-esteem, overcompensation for insecurity, a whole list of potential causes that are leading to the behavior that you're finding so objectionable. Obviously, that person themselves is suffering from their arrogance, right? Even more than you are. and yearns to be free of it. So cautiously give that person the benefit of the doubt and extend a hand of friendship to that person. Ultimately, what this really means is recognizing that underneath it all, almost everybody wants to be good. They just get confused and make bad mistakes, some more than others. So judge others the way you would want them to judge you in a similar situation. As an exercise, judge your spouse favorably. Your spouse may do or say insensitive things, of course, present company excluded, but on the whole, they love you and want what's best for you. So be patient and give them the benefit of the doubt. So, in judging someone to the side of merit, first we have to recognize that each person underneath it all has merit, right? We all have positive qualities. Every human pretty much has positive qualities, but sometimes these are buried under confusion or pain or life experiences. And the more you make the effort, the more you'll discover the beauty in the people around you. So, a couple of ideas for applied wisdom. Think of a friend, a loved one, a colleague who needs help, and then devise not one, but multiple plans that you can implement in order to help them. Idea number 2 for applied wisdom is over the dinner table or somewhere else, describe 1 or 2 scenarios in your week where you judge someone negatively and brainstorm ways to reframe those situations and judge them favorably.